Hello students, welcome to AKS IAS. Have you heard the latest news that is happening in the so-called Tibet, the issue of Dalai Lama? So here, keep about the politics aside. What is important for our UPSC? Why Tibet is such an important thing for India? If you go back to the history, during the times of the British rule, Tibet is an autonomous state. So is the present day Nepal, the present day Bhutan, present day Sikkim, and the so-called the states of Myanmar. Why did not annex these regions? British has followed a principle called as the buffer state principle. Whenever they are ruling a larger colony, they do not want to have direct relationship with another large colony. In order to ensure that two colonies are separated by a small state, they have created these autonomous states, or they did not annex these autonomous states. That is the reason. Even after the so-called Anglo-Nepali War, British did not annex Nepal. British made a friendship treaty with the so-called Bhutan. British did not go and annex the so-called Myanmar parts. So is the British recognition on Tibet. Tibet was an autonomous state, so that it will be a major blockade between two civilizations, that is Chinese civilization and Indian civilization. But what has happened over a period of time? After independence, our Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru was a mute spectator when the British or when the Chinese have occupied this Tibet. Chinese leader Mao Zedong has this policy, the policy of 5 fingers. Now, what is this 5-finger policy? Mao envisaged to create a China where he has considered Tibet as the palm of the right hand, and the 5 fingers, one is Ladakh, Nepal, Bhutan, Sikkim, and Arunachal Pradesh, to be annexed into the greater part of China. So today, if China is extending its arms, be it in Ladakh, be it in Nepal, or the Doklam Plateau of Bhutan, or the so-called Sikkim or Arunachal Pradesh, why China is annexing it? This is the greater policy of China, that is called 5-finger policy. As a result, annexing of Tibet by Chinese has been a loss for the India, because China has directly come towards the borders of India. Unfortunately, our leadership, the first generation leadership, has accepted and has welcomed Chinese annexation of Tibet. But recently, Government of India under the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Modi, they are very pragmatic in their approach, very realistic in their approach. As a result, they are ensuring that China is not further extending their tentacles beyond Tibet. Hence, whatever is happening in our borders, this is going to be one important theme for the so-called our UPSC, be it for general studies or be it for PSIR. So the 5-finger policy of China, which is having a greater vision to annex all these parts, makes China to be an aggressor in the region, and all the other countries are fearful because of this Chinese aggression. As a result, they are looking towards a peaceful state such as India. So this is about India, China, and the so-called the region of Tibet. For more such videos, do follow our YouTube channel. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.